Welcome back to my channel, thank you very much for tuning in. So last week I did the Which Harry Potter character are you quiz. If you missed that, I'll put a link and you can click and watch that and find out which Harry Potter character am I. I actually got into a role last week and did another quiz and did the ultimate Pottermore quiz, which it does, apparently it's like every single question if you in the Pottermore quiz, and if you did all that it gives you like percentages of which house you are. So I was really curious to figure out which one I was. Now I know I'm a Hufflepuff, but I wanted to see if I did take every question and what kind of percentage am I of the other houses, and it was very interesting. So let's get on with the video. Right, let's do another one. This is fun. Right, now I'm going to do the Pottermore sorting quiz, all possible question. Let's see. So what is your age? Okay, so I am... Oh, I still fall into that category. Yeah, not for long. What is your gender? Male. Yes. Which of the following would you most hate people to call you? Probably selfish. Let's see. After you've died, what would you most like people to do when they hear your name? Miss you but smile. Probably miss me but smile. Okay. Given the choice, would you rather invent a potion that would guarantee you glory, wisdom, love, power? Would guarantee you Gryffindor, Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw, or Slytherin? I'm going to say wisdom, because then everyone could take it and make wise choices in their life. Would you like to be known to history, the wise, the good, the bold, the great? I think the good. You enter an enchanted garden. What would you most be curious to examine first? I actually did get this question, so I know already what I'd say. And I would first want to examine the fat red toadstools that appear to be talking to each other. Because like, if you went into a garden and you heard someone talking, you'd be like, huh? And then you go over to see that. What kind of instrument most pleases your ear? Probably the piano. 4 boxes are placed before you. Which would you try and open? Probably the tortoiseshell box, because that sounds pretty. 4 goblets are placed before you. Which would you choose to drink? I think probably the smooth, thick, rich purple drink. Okay, so once every century, the flutterby bush produces flowers that adapt their scent to attract their unwary. If it lured you, it would smell of... I remember the flutterbys from the Harry Potter game. They were like, if that's what I'm thinking of. If that actually is it. I'm going to check that. Oh, I like a log fire. The sea. I do like the smell of the sea, but sometimes it smell a bit like... So I'm going to say a crackling log fire. So, a troll's gone berserk in the headmaster today, and it is about to smash, crash, tear, blah, 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 blah. Headmaster's nearly perfected. Students going back 1,000 years. Definitely, I would say the cure first. So the 2 options for the cure first are the cure, the Merlin's book and the student's record, or the cure, the records and the book. So I'd say number 2. Which would you rather be? Trusted light, imitated, praised, envied, feared? I'd probably say trusted or light. Trusted. Probably trusted. I said trusted. Okay. Which of the following do you find most difficult to deal with? Don't like being cold, so I would probably say cold. What are you most looking forward to learning at Hogwarts? I would say every area of magic that I can. I want to know everything about magic. What are you most looking forward to learning at Hogwarts? Click none of these if you've already voted on the last question. If you could have any power, which would you choose? I really like animals, so I'm going to choose that one. Which of the following would you most like to study? I'd probably say ghosts, because they seem the most mysterious. One of your housemates cheated in a Hogwarts exam using a self-spelling quill. Oh, jeez. Telepathically or to ask your classmate. Resolve to tell your classmate that if he doesn't tell the truth, you will. Probably that one. You and your 2 friends need to cross a bridge guarded by a river troll who insists on fighting one of you before he will let any of you pass. I'd probably say that one. Attempt to confuse a troll. Which road tempts you most? Cold Street. Which nightmare would frighten you most? Being forced to speak in such a silly voice that hardly anyone can understand you and everyone laughs at you. Well, I deal with that every day, so it's not that bad. I think falling would be scary. So yeah, probably that one, because I've actually had that kind of nightmare. Late at night, walking alone down the street, you hear a peculiar cry that you believe to have a magical source. Do you? Proceed with caution, keep one hand to your concealed one and eye for any disturbance. So proceed with caution, the first one. A mug confronts you and says that you're sure that you're a witch or wizard. Do you? And Graham and walk away, leaving them to wonder whether you're bluffing. I'd say that one. I'll say yeah, and walk away. At least I'm not lying then. Dawn or dusk? I like dawn. Moon or stars? I like the moon. Forest or river? I like river. Black or white? I like white. Heads or tails? Heads. Left or right? I would say, right, submit your answers. Here we go. Yay! I'm in Hufflepuff. Why is it red though? Congratulations, you've been sworn to Hufflepuff House of Loyalty, hardworking, acceptance, friendship amongst other Hufflepuffs such as Tonks and Cedric Diggory. So Tonks Diggory is it then? Ravenclaw. Oh, so okay, so it is Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw, Gryffindor, and Slytherin. So I'm least Slytherin. So I could almost be in Ravenclaw. It's funny that. Right, this is for the video. Thank you very much for tuning in. I hope you've enjoyed that. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. I'll leave a link to the quiz in the description bar below. So if you would like to take this quiz and find out what sort of percentages of the houses you're in, please do that. And if you do, leave me a comment in the section below. What was your original house that you got in the official Pottermore, and what were your percentages of this quiz? Because I was very surprised what I got. If you missed last week's video, you can watch that by clicking on that box over there. And if you're new here, please do subscribe to my channel. You can see more of the same Wizarding World content by clicking on that box over there. And with anything that I do, the Wizarding World is just one spell away.